Not long ago, we introduced you to Justin Sodoff, a Bruce, South Dakota man facing a serious medical challenge. Sodoff was only given a handful of years to live unless he could secure a life-saving liver transplant. We recently caught back up with Sodoff for an update on his medical journey. Dakota News Now photojournalist Dave Houck brings us the story that you'll only see on Dakota News Now.
My name's Justin Sodoff. I recently opened a pizzeria in Bruce, South Dakota due to end-stage liver disease. I kind of was forced out of my excavation career. It's been a lot easier on me physically, but yet it's still really starting to take a toll here the last few months with just my health has been declining pretty rapidly. I was given by two different doctors. I did two separate biopsies. They gave me roughly 5 years to live, both of them. The last 5 years I've been fairly high on the list, but they just haven't got any offers for donors. And recently I learned in February, I believe, of this year that they called me and said they were closing down the transplant unit in Sioux Falls due to they just felt like they weren't doing justice to their clients because they weren't able to get any donor organs.
He has to have that match in order to even have the transplant.
So I was referred to Omaha to Nebraska Medical Center and evaluated in April for a transplant, and I was accepted and put on their transplant list.
South Dakota had a benefit in April, and it was the first time I had seen him and spent quite a bit of time with he and Nina, and it was tough to see the decline. So knowing kind of the situation that he was in, and then
all right, we're good to go.
Not knowing what the outcome was going to be, that was probably the hardest part.
And I just received a call. Thanks for stopping in. I believe it was the 16th of July, about 7 a.m. in the morning, saying they had an organ for me, and I was immediately taken to Omaha and awaited the transplant. It's been about just a little over a month now, and I just got back home here a few days ago from a successful transplant, and I'm doing wonderful. Look at this girl go.
Terrifying to know that your young child may not have a father in her life growing up. I mean, no parent wants to leave their child, especially knowing that he had done everything possible to get the transplant. To me, that was probably the more worrisome part. And he really, before they took him back for the operation, he was not worried at all. So that kind of made me not feel worried either. He was prepared, he was ready.
So rewarding, you know, you think, well, this is really happening, you know, because we've waited so long, and yeah, it finally happened, and the results are quite amazing, I think.
After the transplant, I was actually only in ICU for 1.5 days, and I was released from ICU. I was up walking the very next day. The doctors and all my care team were just, they said I was a miracle. I was one of the top 5% of liver recipients they have ever had come through their facility as far as how quickly I rebounded. The sacrifice that this family had given to renew me is just jaw-dropping. It just, I cannot put into words how grateful I am.
Good deal.
Sodoff says he was grateful to have his daughter Nina and her mom Sabrina close by in Lincoln, Nebraska as he recovered from the procedure. He's now working to get in contact with the family of his organ donor to say thank you for saving his life.